When you think about the deep ocean, I mean, the pressure alone is just crushing. It increases by, what, zero point 0.1 megapascals every 10 meters, and it's near freezing, almost totally dark.
It feels like a place where life just shouldn't be.
Exactly. But it flourishes. And that's what we're getting into today. We're doing a deep dive into just the ingenious ways that fish survive down there. We're going to focus on some surprising new research about a family of fish called rat tails.
They're one of the most successful groups down there, so they have a lot to teach us.
So let's start in that twilight zone.
Okay.
Navigating in near total darkness. How do they even begin to solve that?
Well, you see some really incredible sensory adaptations. You have fish like barrelies with these huge tube-shaped eyes that look straight up.
Constantly scanning the water above them for
Right.
shadows.
And then you have stealthier adaptations. Some dragonfishes, for instance, evolved the ability to see red light.
Which is pretty much invisible to everyone else down there, right?
It's their own private searchlight. They can light up prey that has no idea it's being watched.
I also read about the silver spiny fin, and this just blew my mind.
Oh, this is where it gets really interesting. So the silver spinifin, Diretmus argenteus, it has a staggering 38 different types of rhodopsins.
38.
38, that's the pigment that detects light. It lets them see essentially the entire rainbow of bioluminescence. For them, the deep sea isn't dark. It's this vibrant landscape of light.
So beyond just seeing, a lot of species use behavior to survive. Diel vertical migration is a big one.
Diel vertical migration, or DVM, it's the largest synchronized movement of biomass on the entire planet. Every single night.
And what's the strategy there?
Migrators, like lanternfish, they swim up to the surface at night, they feed on all the rich plankton there, and then
They dive back down.
they dive back down during the day to hide from predators in a sort of a light comfort zone.
Okay, so let's tackle the next big problem, buoyancy. The pressure is so high that gas-filled swim bladders just don't work well. So the workaround we usually hear about is lighter bones.
Right. The conventional wisdom is demineralization. You see it in some snailfishes. The assumption was that must be how most deep-sea fish do it.
And this is where the new research on rat tails comes in.
Exactly. The Macrouridae family. They're everywhere, down to over 7,000 meters. The hypothesis was simple. The deeper they live, the softer their bones should be.
And what did the micro-CT scans actually show?
A complete surprise. They found zero correlation.
None.
Zero. No link between how deep a species lived and its bone density. Rat tails solve buoyancy differently, mostly with gelatinous tissues and very watery muscles.
So if the skeleton isn't optimizing for being light, what is it optimizing for?
For growth and for movement. The data showed that bone density actually increased significantly as the fish got bigger.
So ontogeny, as they develop.
Precisely. The structural demands of supporting bigger muscles for swimming simply won out. A stronger frame became more important than a lighter one.
That makes perfect sense. And was there any part of the skeleton that was consistently the densest?
The lower jaw, by a lot. It was much denser than the vertebrae or pelvic girdle, and that ties right back to their feeding. Many rat tails are scavengers feeding on carcasses. You need a tough, robust jaw for that.
It's amazing how functional demands just trump everything else.
That's evolution. It's all about trade-offs.
You know, analyzing all those CT scans, comparing them across different species.
Yeah.
It's a huge amount of data you have to sift through to find those hidden trends.
It really highlights how complex scientific data can get and how you need the right tools to find the signal in the noise.
And this deep dive is sponsored by Silk. If you need help uncovering where AI agents could make the most impact for your business, whether it's automation, integration, or software development, check out embersilk.com for your AI needs.
So shifting gears a bit, that slower metabolism you find in the deep sea, it connects directly to another fascinating trait, deep sea gigantism.
Ah, yes. Why does living in the cold make things so huge?
It's a really elegant loop. The cold water slows down their metabolism, which means they live longer. A longer life means more time to grow. Since they also mature later, they just get enormous compared to their shallow water relatives.
It's a life strategy built on patience.
And cold water.
So the big takeaway from the rat tail study is that buoyancy isn't a one-size-fits-all problem. It's solved with these really specific, varied adaptations in tissues, not just bones. It just makes you wonder, with the thousands of deep-sea species we haven't even studied yet, what other specialized solutions are out there? What other ways has life found to thrive under all that pressure?
It's an incredible thought. The deepest parts of our own planet are still a frontier of discovery.
If you enjoyed this deep dive, please subscribe to the show. Hey, leave us a 5-star review if you can. It really does help get the word out. Thanks for tuning in.